and welcome back to my channel, and if it's your first time here, welcome. My name's Simone. Today I thought I would do a 6-week update and also talk about postpartum bleeding. So if you're not really if you're a bit squirmish when it comes to blood and things like that, then maybe it would be best not to watch this video. And one other thing as well, I just wanted to apologise for the delay in uploading the video, but we've been having problems with the internet again. I'm still in the process of getting it sorted out, but I do hope that I will be making videos from now on again every Wednesday. A 6-week update. I went to the doctors, and because I'd not had any tears or stitches or anything like that, I didn't need a physical examination. She just asked me how I was doing, how I was feeling, and if I was having any issues that they're there to talk to if I need to. Yeah, I was a bit shocked. I thought it would have, the appointment would have been more in depth, but I suppose with me not having a C-section this time or having any tears or stitches, there wasn't really much else. So I did talk to her. I did talk to her about the postpartum bleeding though, because I had been bleeding till about 5 weeks, like I said in my last video, but then it stopped, and then it started again a little bit, but the blood wasn't really red. And what I wanted to speak to her about was what is normal with postpartum bleeding, because I didn't mention this in any of my earlier videos because I wanted to see the doctor first to find out what was normal and what was not normal. So when I left the hospital, they obviously said that if you're filling a pad more than once an hour, then to get in touch, or if there were any large blood clots, which there weren't. But what I noticed was about 2 weeks in to the postpartum period, there was a really odd smell. I'm really sorry about this if this sounds absolutely disgusting, but it reminded me of the smell of when the belly button is, when the baby's belly button is drying up and it's got that really weird smell. I thought it was the baby, but then I was smelling it when, say, I was going for a shower or going to the toilet or whatever, and I was really embarrassed because I thought other people could smell it. And then I read that your hormones are heightened after you've had a baby anyway, so maybe I was just being a bit paranoid, but it was quite a strong smell. But I wasn't having any fever, or I wasn't having any pains or anything like that. So I had a look online and I was really surprised, but it seems like quite a few women have this without any signs of infection. Some women on these forums, I think it's Mumsnet, even if you just type in postpartum bleeding smells, or I don't know how you pronounce this, I don't know if it's Lochia or Lochia, stinks. There were so many different people writing about it. One woman said that it smelled like a dead badger. I don't know where you would be going and smelling dead badgers anyway, but yeah, they were saying it smelled like rotting flesh, a dead animal. A few women said about the belly button as well. So it was just a really odd smell. So because I wasn't getting any of the other symptoms, I just thought when I speak to the doctor I would just mention it. And she said, yeah, there can be an odd smell if it's accompanied by any blood clots, or loads of blood and a fever, sore stomach, then to get in touch with the doctor. But otherwise it can be normal for it to be smelling, because you've got obviously the site of where the placenta was, that's healing, and all the other stuff like fluids and blood and things like that coming out. But with my first two, I had an emergency C-section with the first and I had a home delivery with the second, it didn't smell anything like that. It was just a normal kind of period smell, if you know what I mean. So I was really quite shocked with this, especially as it went on for about 3 weeks. It went on for the smell, even showering or getting in the bath. Like, I even made sure that I didn't use any like shower gels or anything that had perfume in it, in case that, you know, made it worse, but it just wouldn't go away. So I'm really grateful and thankful now that I'm not smelling, because like I said, it was really disgusting. Yeah, if any of you ladies have experienced anything like this, I'd be really interested to know. If you can leave a comment down below. I spoke to her about that, and then just within myself, I am feeling a lot better than what I was the last time, and the baby, he is sleeping a little bit better than he was. I wouldn't say we have a routine or anything like that, but he does tend to get tired now around about 8 o'clock in the evening, and most evenings I will give him a bath and I'll put lavender Epsom salts in there, and then I'll give him a little massage afterwards, and then he has some milk, and then he likes to be jigged around a bit like this, and then he usually falls asleep. And then I wake him up before I go to bed about 11, 12, and well, I wouldn't say I fully wake him up, but I you know, offer him some milk, and he usually wakes up for that, has the milk, goes straight back to sleep, and then I go upstairs. And then I've not been looking at the clock all the time, but I would say that there seems to be a pattern emerging where he'll wake maybe around about 3 o'clock, have milk, but again, it's not fully wide awake like he was doing, where he was waking up and it was 2 or 3 hours before he would go back to sleep. He'll wake again, but again, I'm not sure what time it is, because it's just literally he wakes up and then I'll just offer him, you know, offer him the boob, and then he'll go back to sleep. And then it's all different times that he wakes again. It could be an hour, it could be 2 hours. Like I said, half of the time I'm half asleep and half awake, so I don't even realise what time it is that he's waking up. And then usually he wakes up fully at around about 8 or 9 o'clock. He is waking up for, you know, being awake for a lot longer periods during the daytime. Like yesterday, he was awake from 3:30 until, I think it was about 8, 9 o'clock. He wouldn't go to sleep. So it's just, I mean, he wasn't crying or anything like that. He just was sat like this and, you know, just really alert. But I'm aware, obviously, that he needs to get quite a lot of sleep. You know, I'm not sure whether he's too young to be really staying awake for them periods of time, but I suppose what can you do? He's doing great. He's cooing loads more and trying to laugh, and he smiles a lot, gives you eye contact. His head, he's really able to hold it up a lot more on his own now for longer periods. Yeah, he's really chilled out. He's still not wanting to go in his pram. As soon as you put him in there, he starts screaming. Even if he's fast asleep and you put him in there, not long after he'll wake up. And if I'm in town with the pram and we go into shops, I don't know what it is, but it's like he notices that the light's changing, and he just wakes up and screams, and then I have to pick him up, and then literally I've got to hold him like this everywhere where we go, and people are looking at me probably thinking he's really small, how come you're holding him like that? But he literally doesn't want to be held the other way around. He wants to be nosy and everywhere. So again, I've just found it a lot easier just to put him in the wrap and take him out, because he just won't stay in the pram. The kids have been fantastic with him. Like my son, I call him the baby whisperer, because if I can't settle him when his dad's not there, he'll pick him up and he'll tap his back and he'll sing to him, and he manages to get him to sleep every single time. Everything's good. Things are just, I don't know, things are settling a little bit, but I wouldn't say, like I said before, that I've got a routine or anything like that. Sometimes it's dinner time before I'm dressed. Sometimes it's difficult to get food made, and then other times it's just, you know, it feels like he's not even there. So I'm aware that it's going to take some time before, you know, a routine can come along or things will really settle down, but I'm happy with how everything's going at the moment. I'm planning on, I know I said this last week and I've just not got around to making the breastfeeding videos, but I'm planning on doing some more of them. Thanks for everyone that subscribed. I really appreciate it, and I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel and you like the content, then please would you subscribe. I usually make videos every Wednesday. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.